Hello, Texas government officials. Um, my name is Jamal, and I am a recent college graduate. I went to Texas A&M University Commerce, and I just got my degree in music education. Most of my school career was going through DISD. I went to Johnny Lee Bryan Elementary, Oliver Wendell Holmes, and Townview Magnet Center, Science and Engineering Magnet to be exact. All of these schools, I remember having great teachers, and they were really very passionate about getting their students to get an education and to get the best out of their lives. And a lot of these teachers have really impacted my life. And some of these teachers even made me want to become an educator myself. So, therefore, I am now officially an educator. But as soon as I graduate, what happens? There's this budget cut, and there are teachers losing their jobs all over the place. For what reason? I don't know the reasons for the budget cuts. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes or exactly why this is happening. But what I do know is that this is not good. Not just because I'm fresh out of college and I'm looking for a job, but well, what are the students going to do? What are the students going to do? I remember plenty of times when I was in elementary, middle, even high school sometimes, and there would be a situation where there was a high student to teacher ratio. The classrooms would usually get out of hand, and when that happens, nothing gets done. There's no teaching, there's no learning. All it is Billy, stop talking, stop talking, stop talking, do your work, and nothing gets done. It messes up the entire learning experience for those who want to learn. And when there are more students to the teachers, what do you think is going to happen? I'm not sure if you thought that cutting the budget would somehow make things better for education. Like, okay, the teachers can still do their thing and we'll just take some money away. Hmm. Schools need to pay their teachers, and in order for them to pay teachers, they need the funding. And for the students to learn, they need teachers in the classroom. But I guess that taking away the money and taking away a few teachers won't hurt. Oh, wait, never mind. I've heard that my high school, Townview, I'm not sure if this is true or not, but from what I've heard, half of the teachers and staff at that school will be let go at the end of this year. And a few years back, I remember actually the year after I graduated from high school, I graduated in '05. I remember my science and engineering magnet, one of the classes I used to be in, microscope, electron microscope class, the president of the United States came to visit my school that I graduated from. A lot of the schools at Townview are some of the top in the nation. And yet, from what I hear, this school is losing half of its teachers. Half of the teachers that they do so much. They have the passion to get students to where they need to go. But I guess that's not important. I mean, do you remember going to school? Was it so long ago that it seems like, oh, I was born, I had my parents raised me, and I became a politician? That's not how it worked. You went through many years of school, many years of college, and then you made it to where you were. And you know who taught you and gave you all this knowledge? Teachers. Teachers are the foundation of everything. And I always hear stuff about America not being able to compete with different areas and people overseas and everything. What is this? Is this helping anything? No, it's not. How is taking funding from education, the foundation of every American citizen, helping anyone? I just don't get it. Makes no sense to me. If I'm missing something, please clue me in because I could have sworn that it's a law that every child has to be in school because education is something important in our country. I could be wrong. I mean, I thought that people came to America so that they can get a better education. And from different countries that they're not getting an education, and I thought people came over here so they could do that kind of thing. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Another thing, what are the teachers gonna do? Because teachers have families, they have lives, and they need to do something to live. And there are thousands upon thousands of teachers' jobs in jeopardy because of this. So, what are they going to do? I'm not understanding. So, we're going to have kids who aren't learning, at least not learning enough because the classrooms are crazy and overpacked. And we're going to have a lot of unemployed teachers now because of these huge budget cuts. I don't get it. What are you doing with our money, our tax dollars, and everything to where you have to suddenly take all this money away from education? And education is the foundation of everything. I just, I don't understand. So, mm. And it really irks me to know since I am an educator and I know a lot of educators. I know educators who are affected by this, and this really upsets me that you're doing this. So I don't get it. Another thing that bothers me is some of the older students that are going to college and stuff now. I've also heard that some of the federal money that goes into scholarships are being held until, some scholarships are being held and everything because funding is changing and they're not sure how much they're going to have. And then prices of dorms and things like that are changing. Probably going up because there's funding being taken away. So this budget cut is messing up public schools, messing up teachers' jobs, and messing up college students a possibility, an opportunity to go to college because of scholarships. I just I don't I don't get it. Do you even care about your own children's education? Do you want them to have the same opportunities that you had? I just I don't get it. For those of you who do have children, I'm sure everybody who works in government doesn't have a kid or a family but I'm sure you have some kind of relative that has kids and wouldn't you want them to have the same opportunities you did? To have the opportunity to go into a classroom where they can actually learn and not have to sit and be yelled at because the other kids aren't doing what they need to do? Shouldn't they have the opportunity to go to college, get some scholarships, help them pay for college? You had the opportunity. Why can't they? Has it been so long since you've been in school that you've forgotten that that is why you are where you are? You didn't learn this stuff just sitting somewhere by yourself. I'm sure your parents taught you a lot of things, but they sure didn't teach you everything that got you to where you are now. So, why is it that you are targeting education? Maybe I just don't see the big picture. Maybe I'm biased. But even if I am biased, I'm speaking truth. Teachers are the foundation of this nation, the foundation of pretty much wherever you are in the world. There are teachers. Teachers do what? They teach. They teach people skills. They teach people how to read, how to write, how to add, lots of different things, different skills that make us better adults. And with this, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not sure how school is going to be anymore. What are the students going to do? What are they going to do? Classroom sizes are going to double, maybe triple. Who knows? How I'm hearing about all these teachers who are getting laid off and cut. So, classroom size is going to get big, and there's going to be nothing getting done anymore. No teaching. It's going to be babysitting. So now, when people say that teachers are babysitters, you're making that true. Because you are cutting away at education and turning the classrooms into huge babysitting rooms. It's a sad time we live in right now when education is not one of the most important things to our government.